Ilocos Sur is a province in the Philippines located in the Ilocos region in Luzon. Its capital is the city of Vigan. Located on the mouth of the Mestizo River, Ilocos Sur is bordered by Ilocos Norte and Abra to the north, Mountain Province to the east, La Union and Benguet to the south, and the South China Sea to the west. Ilocos Sur was founded by the Spanish conquistador Juan de Salcedo in 1572. It was formed when the north split from the south. At that time it included parts of Abra and the upper half of present-day La Union. The current boundary of the province was permanently defined through Act 2683, which was signed in March 1917. The province is home to two UNESCO World Heritage Sites, namely, the heritage city of Vigan and the Baroque Church of Santa Maria. Before the arrival of the Spaniards, the coastal plains in northwestern Luzon, stretching from Benguet in the north to Namakpakan in the south, were a region called the Ilocos. This region lies in between the China Sea in the west and northern Cordilleras on the east. Inhabitants built their villages near the small bays on coves called Looc in the dialect. These coastal inhabitants were referred to as Ilocos, which literally meant from the lowlands. The entire region was then called by the ancient name Samtoy from Sao Mi Ditoy, which in Ilocano mean our language. The region was later called by the Spaniards as Ilocos or Ilocos and its people Ilocanos. The Ilocos region was already a thriving, fairly advanced cluster of towns and settlements familiar to Chinese, Japanese and Malay traders when the Spaniard explorer Don Juan de Salcedo and members of his expedition arrived in Vigan on June 13, 1572. Forthwith, they made Cabigbigan, the heart of the Ilocos settlement, their headquarters, which Salcedo called Villa Fernandina and which eventually gained fame as the Intramuros de Ilocandia. Salcedo declared the whole northern Luzon as an encomienda, or a land grant. Subsequently, he became the encomendero of Vigan and lieutenant governor of the Ilocos until his death in July 1574. Augustinian missionaries came to conquer the region through evangelization. They established parishes and built churches that still stand today. 3 centuries later, Vigan became the seat of the Archdiocese of Nueva Segovia. A royal decree of February 2, 1818 separated Ilocos Norte from Ilocos Sur, the latter to include the northern part of La Union and all of what is now the province of Abra. The sub-province of Lepanto and Ambarayan in Mountain Province were annexed to Ilocos Sur. The passage of Act 2683 by the Philippine legislature in March 1917 defined the present geographical boundary of the province. In antiquity, Ilocos was known as the ancient land of Samtoy on the northwestern part of Luzon. The Ilocos Range restricts a narrow stretch coastal plain throughout its entire length as the home of one of the tribes of the Malay race, the Ilocanos. Gleanings from ancient chronicles such as that of Fray Andres Caro say that the word Samtoy was applied to ancient Ilocos or to the most important town of the region, where the most important dialect was spoken. The ancient land of Ilocos or Samtoy extended from Benguet in the north to Aringue in the south. Situated between the coast of the South China Sea and the rugged mountain ranges of the Cordillera, is a long narrow strip of coastal plain. On the western China Sea side, the land is sandy. On the eastern side, near the slopes of the mountains that separates the region from the mountain province, the land is rocky, leaving just a narrow strip of plain here and there for cultivation. In places, the mountains come so close to the sea that the public highway has to wind along the steep mountain and sea. The pressure of increasing population and consequent land hunger has made the people of this region thrifty. The coast of Samtoy, already familiar to Chinese and Japanese traders before Magellan's time, was known to the Spanish colonizers in 1572 when Juan de Salcedo traveled along Samtoy, or what is now known as the Ilocos provinces, sent by the Adelantado Miguel López de Legazpi to explore the whole island of Luzon. Salcedo founded Ciudad Fernandina in 1574 in the heart of Ilocos settlement in Bigan, in what is now Ilocos Sur. It became the center of Spanish rule and influence, and the evangelization and pacification movements. The Spaniards, After Salcedo's exploration, created some toy, the whole northwestern region of Luzon into an encomienda with Villa Fernandina at Tamagasthe. Capital. Salcedo was made lieutenant governor of Ilocos in the encomendero of Bigan, where he died on March 11, 1576. It was due to his efforts that the settlements in Taguring, Santa Lucia, Nalbacan, Bante, Candon and Sinate were pacified and made to pay tribute to the King of Spain. To implement Spain's policy, missionaries came to convert the natives to Christianity. A Spanish chronicler wrote, "The Ilocos are all Christians and are the hum